What's good, you too, man? It's your boy SB, and I'm back with another sports break. Well, the breaking news broke just yesterday. Jim Harbaugh is going to be the new head coach for the Los Angeles Chargers. So we're here to break it all down, talk about everything that comes along with that. If this is the type of content that you like, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And make sure to ring that little bell just so you know every time I post a new video. So neither than that, let's go ahead and jump into it. So Jim Harbaugh will be leaving the University of Michigan fresh off of winning the national championship and going into coaching the NFL with the Los Angeles Chargers. This is a huge opportunity for Coach Harbaugh. But before we get into the potential that he has in the NFL, let's kind of reflect on back on what he did while he was at the University of Michigan. So it was a little bit of up and down roller coaster ride for him, right? If you guys remember when he first got there, the University of Michigan had a lot of sanctions. They had a lot of problems going on, and he almost got fired after his third year after having the inability to beat Urban Meyer and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Once Urban Meyer left, he started to get a little bit more success against Coach Ryan Day, and he's been able to beat them, I think, 3 consecutive years in a row, maybe 2 or 3 years in a row, and that's going to get you really high standards at the University of Michigan, right? As long as you can beat the Buckeyes, they really care about that more than a national championship, to be honest. But nonetheless, he's done it and proven that he can beat that team consistently, and now this season they did win the national championship. So to be completely honest, there's not much more that he has left to prove at the University of Michigan or anything else for him to do. He's been highly successful since he got there. And like I said, quick turnaround after 2 or 3 years. They've been one of the more successful organizations in the league. And they've made the playoffs consistently, at least for the past 2 or 3 years as well. So, I mean, he's had a huge achievement while at Michigan, and winning the national championship was the last thing that he wanted to do. To be completely honest, coaching in college nowadays is tough, right? Definitely a tougher job than coaching grown men in the NFL, just because you got to deal with these young men that's growing up and, starting to come into their own. And now with the NIL becoming a thing, them seeing this amount of money at such a young age feeds into the attitude, feeds into their cockiness, and feeds into a little bit harder to coach. When you get into the professional ranks, those are full-grown adults, so they kind of know how to handle themselves a little bit better. They've been in the business, they know how to handle money a little bit better, and they're a little bit easier to deal with. I don't blame Coach Harbaugh for wanting to make that jump, right? For wanting to see what's available in the NFL and see how well he can do at it. He's never failed at anything that he's done, even when he's with the San Francisco 49ers, led them all the way to the Super Bowl and was this close to winning it. I think he has a huge opportunity to coach a great quarterback in Justin Herbert. And if you look at his previous quarterbacks, you start with Colin Kaepernick, you talk about J.J. McCarthy, the quarterbacks that he ran through in Michigan. Even his first time in San Diego, the quarterbacks that he had were not the best in the world, definitely not the caliber of Justin Herbert, right? So I think it's a huge opportunity for him. Also a huge opportunity for this organization and this team. It's been really well documented that this team struggles starts on the sidelines. They have all the talent in the world, but have been having a hard time hiring a great coach to lead that talent to what it needs to be. So I think this hire of Coach Harbaugh is really going to be beneficial on both sides, the organization and the coach. But the huge benefit comes from Justin Herbert, right? He's world renowned as one of the best talents at the quarterback position in the NFL. He's in the elks of a Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and all of the elite quarterbacks there, but not being able to get over that hump based to what things are going on the sideline. Coming from Brandon Staley, it was going to always be an upgrade for them anyways. Really just did a poor job while he was in the position. Ended up getting fired mid-season this season after getting thumped by the Raiders. So that firing was more than welcome, definitely needed to happen, but I think this hiring is probably one of the best hirings in this coaching cycle. We've seen maybe about 6 or 7 teams have head coaching vacancies this offseason, and half of those have already been filled, but none of these has been as good as hiring Jim Harbaugh, right? Bill Belichick's still out there, and you still have the option of getting Pete Carroll, but even with those two as an option, Jim Harbaugh was the best coaching candidate, and I think the Chargers are really happy to be able to land him and get him into the building. I think we're going to be able to see a huge push in the AFC West, right? This is no longer going to be just the Chiefs division to win or to lose. I think the Chargers are going to have a lot to say about that. I think one of the first things they're going to have to do is try to get a long time bell cow, because with Jim Harbaugh, he is more lenient into the run game. We'll dive more into their draft prospects a little later on in the offseason. But I think this is going to be a huge hire for them. Chargers fans should be excited. Jim Harbaugh should be excited, and Justin Herbert should be the most excited person in the room to finally get an opportunity to show what he's for, and to get a competent head coach on the sidelines. I'm pretty sure there's more to come when it comes to this situation, but huge shout out to Jim Harbaugh. I think he made the right decision getting out of the coaching ranks in college, especially since he leaves behind some really messy stuff. He got a lot of legal things going on with the University of Michigan, and even the organization in itself is looking to probably have some sanctions come along. They've added 4 teams from the Pac-12 to their conference, and they play UT this coming season. So I think he left at the right time, capitalized on his value at the highest as it possibly could be, coming from a national championship. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Like I said, if this is the type of content that you like, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you know every time I post a new video. We got the X channel up and running as well, you guys, so make sure you go follow me on X if you have an account. That way you can get some of these reactions live and direct as they happen. Other than that, it's been your boy SB, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.